Hello tenors, welcome to your learning session of the week. We're going to look at the second verse of the Cheese song, and we're going to do that by reminding ourselves of the first verse of the Cheese song. So get out your parts and let's have them there, and maybe a pen as well, you never know. So you've got three of these Jarlsberg camemberts at the beginning, with the big one change happening on the third one, where you go from this note to this note. Let's remind ourselves of that. Here we go. Okay, this should do it. Cheese, Jarlsberg camembert, Parmesan, Edam Gouda, Camberzola, second one exactly the same. Parmesan, Edam Gouda, upper semitone. Jarlsberg camembert, Parmesan, Edam Gouda, a little piece of Cheshire. Don't go getting gloomy. Back up. 'Cause the world ain't fair. Get some real halloumi, or indulge yourself with Swiss Gruyere. What's so bad it won't get better? With a great big wedge of cheddar. In troubled times like these, people turn to cheese. Jarlsberg camembert, Parmesan, Edam Gouda, Camberzola. Okay, so second verse starts very similarly. Very similarly, sounds wrong, but it's identical in fact. Ooh, these are nice, is nice. Whereas in the first verse you did, of this modern life. Okay, and then, which again is very similar to what you did. Oh, you did in the first verse, a little piece of Cheshire, but here you go. But it's a mealtime wasted when you've tasted paradise. Or tasted paradise. If you're a man and you want to go down there, let's try all that up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Is nice, is nice. But it's a mealtime wasted when you've tasted paradise. Some put their faith in prayer. Okay, very similar. Some put their faith in prayer. And then you take the whole tune. Someday they'll see that all they need is Someday they'll see that all they need is company and camembert. Have a listen to that one. Company and camembert. Try that little nugget again. And then with the phrase before, so the whole phrase together is someday they'll see that all they need is company and camembert. Someday they'll see that all they need is company and camembert. So that is your verse 2. So peas and rice is nice, but it's a mealtime wasted when you've tasted paradise. Yeah, that's different to the first verse in terms of structure. But it's a mealtime wasted when you've tasted paradise. That's you, and you're taking the tune. And then the second phrase of the verse. Some put their faith in prayer. Someday they'll see that all they need is company and camembert. Let's try that in the context. You're quite busy in this second verse, basically. Here it comes. Whoa.
Cheese, Jasper, Camembert, Parmesan.
Going into verse 2. Ooh.
But it's a mealtime wasted when you've tasted paradise. Some put their faith in bread, some hang the sea that only is company and camembert.
Chorus.
What's so bad it won't get better with a little finger feta or a jug of cheddar.
Okay, that is an obligato moment for you guys. What's so bad it won't get better with a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. Just try saying it. With a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. You can be as American as you like. What's so bad it won't get better with a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. And this is the notes. And it won't get better with a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. Try it in time with a little flake of feta. 1, 2, 1. With a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. And the whole thing. What's so bad? What's so bad? It won't get better. The little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. Sounded good to me. What's so bad it won't get better with a little... Damn. What's so bad it won't get better with a little flake of feta or a chunk of cheddar. And you're back to the traditional. In troubled times like these, people turn to cheese. That's you. And again. In troubled times like these. But this time that phrase goes to the sopranos and the altos. So you've got this thing called a turnaround that happens at the end of quite a lot of jazz. It's no surprises here that you've got the same thing. So this little nugget, in troubled times like these, people turn to cheese, becomes your turnaround at the end of the jazz song, which means that you do it once, twice, 3 times, and then you go out. The first time, you take the main tune at the end of it. In troubled times like these, then you go, people turn to cheese. Then you sing the same thing. In troubled times like these, but you give people turn to cheese to the sopranos and the altos. Third time through, it slows right down. In troubled times like these, and then you do it in unison. People turn to cheese, and then suddenly you're back into time for the outro. Cheese, Jasper, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. And that's the outro. Have a listen. Should be something like this.
In troubled times like these,
First time you.
people turn
Sorry, that was the second time through. Sorry.
to cheese.
First time you.
People turn to cheese.
Do it again.
In troubled times like these,
Give it to the sopranos and altos.
people turn to cheese. One more
Slowed
time
right down.
In troubled times like these,
And everybody sings the answering phrase.
people turn to cheese.
Back into tempo. Cheese. Stay on that note.
Jasper, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda.
Okay, good. Let's do the whole thing through. I think it's going to be quite a memory stretch, but don't try and remember everything. Don't try and get everything right, but just have a go. From the top. It's gone very quiet. What's happened? Don't do that. What have you done? It's done something weird. What's it done? Why has it done that? I don't understand why it's done that. Anyway, let's go through it with the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cheese, Jarlsberg, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. First time through, second time, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. Upper semitone, Jarlsberg, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. Of this modern life, a little piece of Cheshire. Ooh, ah, ooh. Say no, don't go gloomy, 'cause the world ain't fair. One note up. Get some real delumi, or indulge yourself with Swiss Gruyere. What's so bad? Get better with a great big wedge of cheddar. In troubled times like these, people turn to cheese. Jarlsberg, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. Second verse. Peas and rice is nice, but it's a mere time wasted when you tasted paradise. Ooh, ah, ooh. Some put their faith in prayer. Someday they'll see that all they need is company and camembert. What's so bad? It won't get better with a you. Little flake of feta or a chunk of juicy cheddar. Troubled times like these, you. Second time altos and sopranos. Times like these, tacit. One more time now. And that's you that kicked that off, so you have to sing that really loud. One more time now. Imagine you're a trumpet. And the last time through. In troubled times like these, people turn to cheese. Jarlsberg, Camembert, Parmesan, Edam, Gouda. That should sort you out. I'll go and sort out my tech, and I'll see you back in the main room. Thanks a lot.